Welcome back. I had a great request to work on posture. How can we sit comfortably in meditation? Because the whole purpose of this whole meditative process is to get the mind off of the body. So we're trying to put the body in a very low idle state. That's what we're doing with heart rate variability resonant breathing. We're putting the body in a low idle state. That's the beginning of it. And of course we have to SVS, sit very still, right? On top of that, we cannot have a lot of back pain because it will of course put our mind back on the body. So it's very important that we sit very comfortably, and yet we don't want to restrict the rib cage at the same time. So let's work on that today. My first and best suggestion is that we take a pillow and we fold it in half. Just a good sized, normal beat up pillow. And then stuff it in the corner of your chair if you're going to sit on a chair. And then push yourself back, wedge it nice and down. Now it's supporting my sacrum. And here's my ribs. My ribs are free all the way around. And some people will tell you it's the spine that has to stay free. It's not. It's the rib cage. The ribs have to stay free because I want my rib cage to be able to expand in the front, in the side, and in the back. I want the back to also be able to expand. So by keeping the pillow on the sacrum, I've wedged myself into place. Also, if you're sitting on a chair, you can see that my hips are higher than my knees. If your knees are higher than your hips, then you will have a tendency to roll the back and stoop the front of the body and stoop the chest. So it's much better if you can keep the hips slightly higher than the knees. That's going to give you this angle. When the knees are lower, it tends to push up the body. So you can vary how low your knees are and get a feel for what's comfortable to push the trunk of the body up. So here I am, wedged with the pillow in the sacrum. The rib cage is free on the front, the sides, and the back. The rib cage is free to expand in every direction. And I'm going to put a folded towel where my hands can go, and that will help to push the rib cage up. If my hands are too low, the rib cage may tend to stoop. But if I can give it a little help, it will help to lift the rib cage. What's so great about putting a pillow between your sacrum and a stable structure like a back of a chair or the back of your bed, the back headboard, when you wedge that in against your sacrum, you have now stabilized the lower spine. And that's the bottom of your pyramid, and that is going to help push everything up correctly and stabilize the rest of your body. Then it becomes easy to sit still for a long period of time. And like I said, it's the rib cage that has to remain free. Everything else we don't care about. Put as many pillows around your hips and your sacrum as you possibly need. If it takes 20 pillows, great, it takes 20 pillows. Put them under your thighs, under the sacrum, put them under your feet, put them under your hand, whatever you need to do. Just try and keep that rib cage free in the front, in the back, and in the sides. We want to be able to expand the rib cage in every direction. That's going to give you the fullest breath, and we're going to get into that in a coming video very deeply. The next thing that we can do for our posture is a sway. It's a very simple idea. We're just going to sway back and forth and try and find the medium in between, which becomes comfortable. So we can sway back and forward. Once we're wedged in, we've wedged in the sacrum. That's that large bone at the base of our spine. We just wedge that in, and then we're going to rock back and forth until you feel like everything's balanced, one on top of the other. And then sway side to side until you can rock yourself into the middle. And then work on the neck. And side to side. Until everything is just perfectly balanced, one on top of the other. And you didn't have to force it. You just went back and forth until you found it. And you'll find that's a very comfortable posture, especially when you have all of the pillows setting you up for comfort and success. So I hope this is very helpful to you. I hope you can wedge yourself in for comfort and success in meditation. Hit that heart rate variability, resonant breathing, and see what it does for you as you comfortably, easily, and effortlessly go into a very deep state. Thanks for sticking around. If you like this video, hit that bell down below so I can see all of you next time.